Good morning, everybody. Nolan with Black Diamond Services. I got a request to do a video on a couple little things, and it's for someone who is looking to get into carpet cleaning, and they wanted to see how you fill up the pre-spray and the rinsing tank. So I'm going to start with the rinsing tank. So depending on what your cleaners suggest, it's usually good to fill your 5-gallon tank, which I have right here sitting next to the waste tank because that's where the chemical line comes out. It suggests to fill your 5-gallon tank about 2.5 gallons up first, if it's empty. And then whatever cleaner you're using to do whatever its recommendation is. So in my case, with what I'm going to be using today is Rob's Secret Formula acidic rinse and neutralizer. It is a powder, so it instructs you to do 2.5 gallons and then 4 scoops. So each scoop is considered 2 ounces. Most chemical companies will have something like this as far as a scoop, which this one is just this little here. Standard comes with most powder-based cleaners. So that equals 2 ounces. So you're going to do 4 scoops, so 8 ounces total. When there's 2.5 gallons in the tank, put it in there, and then you're going to fill it up the rest of the way. That way it can dissolve and be ready to use. And depending on your cleaner's recommendations, whatever you're using, if you have a machine like this, which is a Everest HP 650 from ProChem, you'll come over here, turn it on, of course, and then it starts at idle. Usually when I am adjusting my flow meter chemical and checking the flow setup to see where my gallons per minute is, I will just leave it on low or upholstery. So most cases for some other machines, that would be basically idle or just above idle. You could do it at idle, but I tend to do it at low, so I have a better idea of where the flow rate is going to be. So I kick it to prime first, so I can prime a little through the mix tank there, and then I turn it down to chemical, and then go to my flow setup just to check and make sure I'm at where I want to be. So in this case, this house isn't that dirty, so I'm going to put it at 2.5 GPM, gallons per hour, water setup for this particular job, because it's not extremely dirty. If it was, then I'd probably bump it up to 3.5. But in this case, that's where I would be. So that's for the 5-gallon mix tank for your rinse, for neutralizing what you put down and whatever may be in the carpet. If there's pet urine, an acidic cleaner helps a lot. So going to the pre-sprayer. Now this one has an adjustable knob on it for your ratios. I personally like to do 1:4. Other standard pre-sprayers that don't have this adjustment on it typically come standard to 1:8 ratio. So you have to adjust your chemicals accordingly to suit the job, of course, and the way your pre-sprayer is going to put it out. So for today, I'm going to be using TMF Blue Label and a little bit of pure O2 powder, just as you can see, a peroxide with a citrus booster. There were some pets that were in this house previously. There wasn't any real stains that were showing up with a black light, but just to be safe, I want to use a little bit of the pure O2 powder to help boost my cleaning power for this particular job. So I adjust my chemicals accordingly depending on the service that is needed. So Blue Label is basically just an alkaline based pre-spray that does really well in getting the dirt suspended, and also even some other stains and stuff that sometimes can be a problem. Water-based or oil-based stains, it's pretty good. This is a brand new pre-spray I'm just trying it out because it's a different scent, and so far people are liking it as far as the scent goes, and of course I like it because it cleans well. So moving on down, again, this is going to be different depending on your cleaners that you're using. There are different ratios. So I'm 4:1, like I was saying. So that little image with the pre-spray container on it, 5 to 7 ounces, depending on soil level. So I'm going to be using 2.5 scoops worth, because like I said, this one isn't too bad. And then with this one is, let's see, this one is 1 to 2 scoops as a booster for urine or organic stains. So I'm going to use 1 scoop because, again, this one's not too bad. And then I'm going to mix the rest of this with water. And of course you put it in this part right here. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this particular job. For the person that requested this, I hope this helps. If there's any other information you'd like, I'd be happy to try and talk about it a little bit, but this is just based off my cleaners, of course. So most chemical companies and the labels tend to tell you what's best for their particular things, but for this company, Truck Mount Forums, I find that their products are some of the safest to use, and actually really fantastic results off of all of them. I use pretty much their entire cleaning line exclusively, going from as little as eco-friendly products. I have an eco-friendly cleaner for anybody that's hypersensitive to smells or anything like that, but still would like to get their carpet professionally cleaned. I can help them with that. I could deal with pet urine, heavy pet urine jobs, like even severe cat urine jobs. I have stuff that works really well for that called Unchained. A different version of that Blue Label you saw a minute ago called Black Label. It's just a different scent, pretty much the same exact product. I like that scent personally a little bit more currently. Then of course there's stuff for doing wool rugs and different cleaning scenarios. So pet urine, you got enzyme pre-sprays, you got other boosters such as Groutmaster, which is universal. You can use it for commercial carpet, you can use it for tile and grout, of course, and you can use it for residential carpet cleaning. If you got a really dirty one, you want to boost the cleaning power for that situation, it is a great booster for that too. So I hope this information helped. If you're watching this and you're looking to get into the cleaning company, I highly suggest looking at Truck Mount Forums stuff, unless you have something you've already used and like. But otherwise, personally, I think it's some of the best stuff in the industry. Now, I haven't used everything out there, but this stuff really does a fantastic job, and I have not had a single client complain about scent or the results at the end of the job. So I know it's part technician, but if you have fantastic cleaners on top of it that do a good job, that's just the icing on the cake. So I guess this turned out to be a little bit of a thank you to Truck Mount Forums, but that was the mixing setup for my particular situation at the job I'm currently at. So I hope that helps. Thank you for watching.